This is a big about face, and I think it's a third about face in the third month. So
Right.
what happened here?
So with this, it's basically that JPMorgan realized that they were, spending a lot of time and effort rolling out this Chase Pay product, and people weren't actually using it. Mobile payments have undergone this huge revolution in China. People are using it, using their smartphones to pay for things more than they're using credit cards. But in the U.S., people love their credit cards because they get awesome rewards from it, and just a habit that's been hard to break.
So Chase Pay wasn't linked to the credit card.
So people could put their credit card into Chase Pay, but the thing that they're ditching is like having an app that you can actually scan at the point of sale when you're at a store,
So what Chase is saying, or what JPMorgan is saying, is that they're going to focus on increasing the number of retailers that take this. So what's obviously that you won't be able to have the app and tap to pay. You can still use Chase Pay on retail sites. Is that how there's kind of a pivot for them?
Yeah, that's correct. They're basically just pulling the plug completely on the whole, like in changing the in-person experience. And what they're saying is, we want to compete more with PayPal, so that when you're shopping on Amazon, or you're shopping at one of these places online, or maybe you're inside of an app like Starbucks, that there's an option for you to say, hey, I'm gonna choose Chase Pay instead of Apple Pay. The thing is, at this point, they've been trying to boost their presence online since they started this 4 years ago. And at this point, according to studies that we've looked at, only less than 1% of merchants actually accept Chase Pay, and that's not for their lack of trying. And that compares to PayPal, 70% of merchants accept them. So it's going to be a bit of an uphill battle for them, but since they're going to be focusing on that and not doing the in-person experience, maybe they'll have more luck.
JPMorgan, though, still investing on those tech initiatives, right? How much are they spending right now?
Yeah, so they spend more than $11 billion per year on tech. A good portion of that is, to sustain their systems, IT, but then a large portion, larger than a lot of the other banks, is on these new, tech experiments. So earlier this year, we saw that they rolled out JPMorgan Coin, which it's not for consumer payments, but it's another way that they're trying to revolutionize the payment space and to speed up payments between companies. And so, with this one, they pulled the plug on it, and it's the third thing that we've seen them kind of reverse on recently. But it's interesting because most companies that I've been watching have been afraid to kind of say, this isn't working, we're going to keep doing it. With them, it seems like someone in there is saying, this doesn't have results, let's move on and try something new.
Chase also bailed on its affinity card market in Canada. It sort of feels like this is a whole area that's not going well for them. Is it time for companies like Chase to just say, Apple's going to own this space? Apple's credit card, of course, launching. Is it just going to be impossible to compete with that behemoth?
I don't think they would say that. I think they still think they have a horse in the game. And at the end of the day, for JPMorgan, it doesn't really matter if you're using Chase Pay or if you're using your credit card to pay for things, because they get that money. The reason they thought Chase Pay would be valuable to them was they thought it would simplify the point of sale process, just make checking out easier. But people can still use Apple Pay, but put in their Chase card in there.